Welcome back, guys. I hope you're doing well. Today we'll discuss about the top 12 lies you were told about space. For centuries, the mysteries of space have captivated human imagination, giving rise to myths and misconceptions. These myths have persisted from ancient tales of celestial gods to our modern space age. In this video, we expose 12 common space lies and myths, revealing the true cosmic wonders discovered by scientists. Join us as we separate space fact from fiction and discover the truths that illuminate the universe. Welcome to Top 12 Space Lies, Unveiling the Universe's Secrets. Before we start, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell to get notified. Let's get into the countdown. Number 12. The sun is not on fire. The sun, which is frequently mistaken for a fire, operates differently at its core, where it does not undergo a typical combustion process involving oxygen and fuel. The sun, unlike most stars, is a massive sphere primarily made of hydrogen and helium, with oxygen in short supply. Instead of burning, it operates a massive nuclear reactor, constantly fusing hydrogen atoms to produce helium and unleash enormous energy, which explains its scorching heat. Number 11. Hottest planet? The Mercury. Mercury, well, believed to be the hottest planet, reveals a surprising truth. It is not. Nonetheless, it exists at the extremes. During the day, its surface temperature soars to a scorching 430 degrees Celsius, which is 800 degrees Fahrenheit, only to plummet dramatically to a freezing minus 180 degrees at night. An undeniably impressive temperature range. The true title of the most hellish planet on our solar system, however, goes to Venus. The key is Mercury's lack of a significant atmosphere capable of trapping the intense solar heat. In stark contrast, Venus has an extremely dense atmosphere, resulting in a greenhouse effect similar to an exaggerated version of global warming. Venus becomes a searing inferno with surface temperatures reaching around 475 degrees Celsius. Number 10. Misconception of gravity's presence in the depths of space. A common misconception holds that space has no gravity. Reality, on the other hand, tells a different story. Gravity is a constant force in the universe, even in the vastness of space. Planets, moons, and astronauts all feel the gravitational pull of other celestial bodies. Surprisingly, astronauts aboard the International Space Station do not experience zero gravity due to a lack of gravity. Rather, it is in constant state of free fall when in orbit. The ISS and its crew are in constant fall towards Earth, guided by weightlessness. So, while it may appear that there is no gravity in space, the truth is that gravity exerts its influence everywhere, shaping celestial bodies' movements and defining the experiences of space travelers. Number 9. Navigating the asteroid belt myth. A common misconception holds that traveling through an asteroid belt is dangerous. In contrast, the truth is quite reassuring. The asteroid belt, which lies between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter, is teeming with asteroids and minor planets. Nonetheless, these cosmic entities are extremely dispersed. Surprisingly, NASA's calculations show that the chances of colliding with an asteroid while traversing the belt are 1 in a billion. This massive space highway, which spans a massive 50 trillion cubic kilometers, provides plenty of room for each asteroid, averaging a billion cubic kilometers of space around each object. Even asteroids and clusters or families have hundreds of thousands of kilometers between them. In fact, NASA has sent 11 probes through the celestial expanse, all of which have returned unscathed. Number 8. Saturn, the sole ringed planet in our solar system. Saturn is often perceived as the sole ringed planet in our solar system, yet this notion doesn't hold true. Surprisingly, there exists not one but 3 additional planets adorned with distinctive ring systems. Indeed, Saturn's mesmerizing rings are not alone in their beauty. They share their celestial elegance with Jupiter, Uranus, and Neptune. Regrettably, the relative obscurity of these rings stems from their understated nature, rendering them nearly imperceptible when observed from Earth. In contrast to Saturn's boldly prominent rings, the ring systems of Jupiter, Uranus, and Neptune are markedly, well, let's just say slender, presenting a challenge for naked eye observation. It was the pioneering voyages of the spacecrafts Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 during the 1970s and 1980s that unveiled these concealed ring systems. This notion takes a fascinating turn, speculating that a colossal collision involving a Mars-sized planet roughly 4.5 billion years ago could have conceivably given birth to a transitory ring encircling our youthful planet. Number 7. Moon's starry misconception. It's widely assumed that the moon provides a breathtaking view of the stars, similar to what we have on Earth. This, however, is not the case. Astronauts who ventured to the moon were met with a rather unimpressive starry sky. In contrast to our planet's clear starlit nights, the moon's brilliance, due to its high reflectivity, overwhelms the celestial view, resembling stargazing amid city light pollution. Furthermore, the notion that space travel makes you permanently taller isn't entirely correct. While astronauts can grow up to 5 centimeters due to the absence of Earth's gravity, this change is only temporary. Because of the reduced gravitational force, their vertebrae can extend slightly. When they return to Earth, gravity quickly returns them to their original height. As a result, the romance of starry nights on the moon and the fantasy of growing taller through space exploits find a scientific foundation. Number 6. Demystifying the dark side of the moon. There's a common misconception about the concept of the dark side of the moon. In contrast to the concept of a lightless area, this term refers to the unexplored or unfamiliar side. This misconception is exacerbated by the moon's relationship with Earth. Because of tidal locking, only one side of the moon is always facing our planet. The side hidden from Earth's view was dubbed the dark side because it was unseen until 1959. It was then, with the Soviet Union's Luna 3 space probe, that humanity first saw it. However, both sides of the moon experience alternating periods of illumination and darkness. Each side spends about 2 weeks in the sun, followed by an equal amount of time in the dark. Number 5. Earth's shape is not round. The Earth is commonly thought to be perfectly round, but this belief is incorrect. Our planet's true shape is that of an oblate spheroid. The force of the Earth's rapid rotation causes it to bulge at the equator, resembling a slightly flattened ball. Because of this equatorial bulge, the Earth's diameter is 43 kilometers greater at the equator from pole to pole. This anomaly calls into question the notion that Mount Everest is at the highest point on the planet. In fact, Mount Chimborazo in Ecuador holds the honor. While it is 2,500 meters lower than Everest, it's located near Earth's equatorial bulge and makes it the peak, the planet's surface farthest point from its center. Number 4. Explosive myth of space exposure. According to popular belief, an unprotected human body in space would explode. The actual scenario, while less dramatic, is still dangerous. While it does not result in an explosion, the lack of pressure in space poses serious risk to the body's vital systems. The lungs would rupture and hemorrhage if suddenly exposed to the low pressure of space, threatening breathing. Furthermore, due to the lack of pressure, the body's water would vaporize beneath the skin, causing the body to rapidly swell, nearly doubling its normal size. Surprisingly, despite the dramatic swelling, the internal structure of the body, bones, skin, and organs, would remain intact, preventing an actual explosion. Number 3. Milky Way as a sole galaxy. A common misconception holds that Milky Way is the only galaxy in the universe. The reality, on the other hand, depicts a much larger and more diverse cosmic landscape. Although the Milky Way galaxy is our home, it is only one of the many galaxies in the observable universe. Astronomers have discovered a plethora of galaxies, such with its own size, shape, and distance from Earth. These celestial entities, which include billions of stars and distinct characteristics, contribute to the intricate tapestry of the cosmos. The concept of a single galaxy gives way to the astounding reality that the universe is teeming with an incredible variety of galaxies, enriching our understanding of space's vastness and complexity. Number 2. Uniform coldness in space. Commonly believed to be uniformly cold, space's actual temperature exhibits notable variations. While it is true that space is cold, the temperature is not uniform throughout. These fluctuations are influenced by a variety of factors, including proximity to stars, radiation levels, and the presence of matter. Space, unlike Earth, lacks air to conduct heat away from objects, resulting in rapid temperature changes. Objects in direct sunlight can become extremely hot, while those in the shadow of other objects can become extremely cold. This stark interplay of extreme temperatures calls into question the common misconception that space is uniformly cold. So, while space is unquestionably cold, its temperature spectrum is far more complex, influenced by a variety of factors. Number 1. Mars dust storm myth. Mars' dust storm, which can cause problems, are a frequently misunderstood feature. Because of their minuscule size, dust particles at Mars are extremely fine and can infiltrate a variety of locations. However, there is some confusion about their impact on equipment left on Mars. In reality, despite lasting months, these dust storms lack the power to physically damage equipment. The Martian atmosphere is extremely thin, accounting for only about 1% of the Earth's atmosphere. As a result, even at speeds of around 100 kilometers an hour, dust particles cannot exert significant force without the assistance of air. The main effects, rather than destruction, are related to solar panels being covered and rovers entering a power-saving hibernation mode. Furthermore, there is no risk of inhaling this dust because the long-term effects of human lungs are unknown. Understanding the limitations and effects of Martian dust storms helps to paint a more complete picture of the challenges they pose. As we close to the end of our journey through space, it's clear that the mysteries of space frequently give rise to intriguing myths and misconceptions. Investigating the true science behind these myths has revealed the incredible realities of our universe. Thank you for joining us on this awakening cosmic journey. Now I would like to hear from you. Tell us in the comment section, what's the most surprising space lie that you've encountered? And how has learning the truth changed your perspective? Share your thoughts with us. Stay tuned for more videos.